It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He was a defensive headache a week ago, nearly hitting 200 yards receiving. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now it's Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Baltimore's set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw, Willis. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead. Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And the totals for Sammy Watkins in last week's game. 5 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On third down, it's Willis. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times do we talk with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Malik Willis and the rest of his offense set to take over here for their next possession. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice. So we'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lions.
.6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try for the first with Walker. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. The Browns at 5-1 here in this early part of the season, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Come on, set! Cougar 19! 18, Pioneer!
Now Willis on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. Yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
action now. Jackson being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top.
.51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they...
Let's go. 13. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now this goes out wide for Drake. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns offense. Work here to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Cowboys!
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready, set. Sixty Bison.
2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. Touchdown, Browns. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have retaken a third quarter lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Willis. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Shh. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Okay, break. Bronco 80.
Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second TD in the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Defense. What they call?
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so...
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to look deep for more, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what a jump.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 40, 20, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Up the middle, here's Walker. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 36.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, Walker down to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11 on the ball.
They go play action with Willis. And this is caught. He hits more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Willis. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they run with Edwards off the option. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
60
Willis to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And going right back to Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This will get the lead up to 7. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 7, 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
No. Hey, report.
Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will stop the clock as he gets to the sideline after a gain of about 10. Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
60 Bison.
Willis back to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission.